Many young people want success, but the question is, how many people are ready to pay the price in order for them to be able to build the habit that attracts success? More people want success, but few people are ready to pay that price of getting it. And you see, success is not a gift. Success is something you attract by the person you become. So there's this book I've been going through since last month, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. But what I'm going to do is I'll make sure I'll simplify the book. I'll not give you 7 habits. I'll just simplify 4 habits of highly effective people. I know very well that these 4 habits will go a long way in helping you. Number one is be proactive. You see, there are people who, no matter how things go, they try as much as possible to put blames on people. People often put blames on people. You see people focusing on putting blames on government, you put blames on your parents, you put blames on where you come from, you put blames on everybody. If anything goes wrong, you have a reason of putting blames on people. And you see, when you put blames on your society, when you put blames on your parents, when you put blames on your bank account and all of that, what it does is it gives you temporary relief. But what it does that you are not aware of is it changes you. You won't be able to respond to the demands of your life. Because you see, being responsible is all about responding to the demands of your life. You get, when you become proactive, no matter how bad the economy is, you begin to find the way of making sure things work perfectly for you. You build more skills, you learn all the things you need to learn. So you don't just put blames. You don't just sit down and tell people that you are not where you are because maybe your parents did something or maybe the government, stuff like that. No. And then the second habit is begin with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind. Let me just simplify it. Know where you are going to. Because if you don't know where you are going to, you will be part of any group. You'll be part of anybody that just comes your way. You just accept that person. Simply because you don't know where you are going to. You just like moving randomly. Have a perfect and a clear vision of where you are heading to. It will save you years. You get, there is something I used to say. If you don't know who you are, you'll be lost in the crowd. If you don't, just imagine you are Donald Trump's son, and then you are not aware. Somebody tells you by a son of a nobody. You get, that is how it is. Know where you are going to. It will save you years, because the only people that will get to their destinations are the ones that are going somewhere. Have you ever sat down and asked yourself, where would I be in 5 years' time? Or are you just living randomly? That is not how life is. You don't just wake up, eat, and then you sit down and rest. That is not how life is. The second habit is know where you are going to. Begin with the end in mind. Before you do something, ask yourself, does this thing align with my destination? If it doesn't align, don't give a fuck. And then the third habit of highly effective people I need you to know is put first things first. You know, there are some things that are important to us and there are some things that are urgent, very urgent. You need to differentiate these two things that are important and things that are urgent. We have so many people that do things that are urgent. Not that they are important, no. You can actually live without them, but they choose doing things that are urgent. And the one thing about things that are important is they are very important to our lives, but at the moment, they are not urgent. So you can stay 1 month without doing it and it does not affect you at the moment. That's okay. The fourth habit is sharpen the saw. This is very, very important. Very, very important. Learn to take care of yourself. Then feed your mind, because you see, the mind you feed is the life you build. The mind you feed is the life you build. There are no two ways about it. The person you will become or the person you are becoming is based on the things you feed your mind on. What are the things you feed yourself with? So learn to feed your mind, and then secondly, take proper exercise. These things are very, very important, but nobody talks about it. As a young person, if you must thrive in whatever thing you are doing, learn to exercise. As you build your mind, you exercise. As you build skills, you exercise. And also your spiritual life. Don't do this one and then you leave this one. As you do this one, make sure you do this one. Make sure everything is in alignment. And you see, one thing about this thing I'm saying is there are some persons that get to know about these things at a very, maybe some at 40, some at 30. You get. My happiness would be that you adhere to these things and they will change your life. Thank you very much.